Muslim preacher speaks out against Birmingham. I'm going to show you two clips of a Muslim, I think he's a preacher, it just says he's a speaker on here, but his name is Sheikh Asrara. I've probably said his name wrong. But my God, does he tell the truth about what's really going on in Birmingham.
Racism against white people, when South Asians, when they look down upon white people saying Gora this and Gora that, or she did this and she did that, they are so racist, they are racist to themselves. Batan this and Batan that, Punjabi this and Punjabi that, Mirpuri this and Mirpuri that. Some of them will say the Mirpuris are causing all the mess. They haven't seen the state of Punjab. Some of them will say the Mirpuris are causing the mess. They haven't seen the state of Karachi.
And he's right. How refreshing is that to hear somebody just tell the truth? Speaking out against the establishment and saying what's blatantly obvious, that there is racism against white people in this country. The NHS, the police, the RAF not recruiting white people, for God's sake. That's racism. And then he's right, all these people are having a go at each other in their own groups. How can you possibly get equality by creating inequality and division? You simply can't. And here's the next clip.
So this is where the arguments come in. It's the council's job. The answer is, you people were fly tipping before the council strikes. You made the areas into tip zones before the council. You littered before the rubbish strikes.
He's telling the story there about a group of students that he's got from one of his religious classes who went out onto the streets and cleared a load of the litter away. Then other people came out and started simply jumping on top of the rubbish or kicking it out the way, jumping over it to get out of their driveways, etc. And he's right, I'm sorry, all this mess hasn't been created in the last couple of months. 21,000 tonnes of rubbish in select areas of the city. Those areas, as I've said in the past, were probably shitholes in the first place because the people that live there, whether they be black, brown, white, I don't know, are not looking after the areas. And you know what the real shame is? This guy, for telling the truth and speaking on behalf of all peoples, because that's what equality is, by the way, would never get on the mainstream media because he talks far too much common sense. If there were more people like him, from all different faiths by the way, and all different backgrounds, this country would be a far more united nation. Instead of all the hatred and the hostility and the resentment we have, much of it created by our political class and their stupid decisions, and created by the public services who make those stupid decisions, and of course the judges. The establishment, in other words, creates division.